Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23 and we're going to be using Jake Dixon, the latest Moto2 Grand Prix winner. In today's video we're going to be here in Assen. Of course I love this circuit, really do, and I'm a big fan of Jake Dixon as well. So this video, as you can tell from the annoying noise for the fuel, this video is the updated version of MotoGP 23, and actually previously all my videos I've been doing, they've all been pre-update, so this is all post, and now from every content from now on is going to be post-update. But we're having a bit of a dice here with Pedro Acosta. Of course wasn't shying away, or at least bringing himself controversy over the weekend due to the long lap penalty. From the camera's perspective, from everyone's, the commentators, mine and a lot of people on social media, we all suspected that he didn't adhere to the long lap penalty rules, but the strange CCTV footage that we've just seen recently, it looks like he didn't abuse the track limits inside the long lap penalty. So my short video from yesterday, or whenever it was, is now obsolete, but I had a good laugh making it and I hope you guys did too. But yeah, controversy for Pedro Acosta. Of course the debate being, should he have even had the penalty, because the accident was that he made the mistake, then went into the chicane at the Geert Timmer chicane, and then unfortunately didn't reduce enough time. Now, I'm all for the fact that he didn't reduce enough time, but when there's a rider who's almost crashing and then saves it, sometimes there's got to be some leeway. But I am positive to think, if this is the way things are going to be called, then they need to be called like that from now on. So, for example, Brad Binder's penalty, which was given twice for doing the same thing, I'm okay with. It's exactly down to the rule book. As long as we're sticking to it and everyone's adhering, singing off the same hymn sheet, I'm quite content with the way the stewards are handling MotoGP. Now, of course, there's some baffling decisions, we always see it, but yeah, enough about the penalties for now, because I don't want to take away from what Jake Dixon did in the Grand Prix of the Dutch TT of Assen. It's been a while, and I've got to be honest with you, as a big Jake Dixon fan, it was nerve-wracking, and also I wasn't sure if he was going to stay on board the bike. He made the big mistake going into Strubben, middle of the race. Hearts was in mouths. I thought it was going to be another second or third, or at least they only would have been a first, second place actually, because each and every one of Jake Dixon's podiums so far have all been third places, apart from the victory in the Dutch TT of Assen, of course. But I think something else that needs to be mentioned is how great was it to see Ayagora back at the front. We've not seen Ayagora really riding like that since the showdown at Valencia, Malaysia, and even before against Augusto Fernandez in last season. It's great to see Ayagora back at the front. He's one hell of a talent, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen for the rest of Moto2, because I think at the minute Moto2 is heavily dominated by two riders, Tony Arbolino and Pedro Acosta. I don't remember if Pedro Acosta actually took the championship lead from Tony. I know it was very close, but I'm pleased to see that both of those are scrapping it out. And now Jake Dixon has got his first victory. We've seen the same when he got his first podium. The momentum, the confidence just brewed. And then races were turning from decent results to excellent, consistent results. So who knows what's going to happen for the future of Moto2. So let me know in the comment section down below, what's your predictions for Moto2? A lot of people are just leaning on Pedro Acosta to say he's going to just dominate, this is his year. They've already booking him in for a place in MotoGP. I'm not sure. I'm not going to doubt Tiger Tony. Tony Arbolino is one hell of a talent as well. Got a good amount of backing from good MotoGP legends and riders who really support and train with Tony, of course. So I think, I don't know, I'd be keen to see what Tony Arbolino could do for the rest of the season. Didn't really do the best of races here in the Dutch TT, but you know what, it's damage limitations. Could have gone a lot worse, but it didn't, and that is the difference maker with a lot of champions. You can, just get the points in when you need to, and then when the races are really bad, that's when you just try and get something. Don't just bin it, don't just call it quits, just try and get something. And of course that is what Tony Arbolino did at the weekend. But back over to the MotoGP session where we are playing right now. I am curious to understand, a lot of people were saying that there's a lot of lagging and stuttering in Moto2. Now I haven't experienced this yet, so I was actually optimistic in this one that it wouldn't happen, but also a little bit apprehensive that it could happen and end up ruining the video. But I can say I don't see any issues. So let me know in the comment section down below if that's been fixed. If you were affected by that, definitely let me know. I have heard that it's only for a longer duration of races, or even potentially only in the career mode. So, not entirely sure. Let me know in the comments. I'd like to find out, because if I do move up to Moto 2 after a good while, because of course we still need to do Moto 3 in our career mode, I don't want to be suffering with stuttering and lagging during the races, because that's terrible. Look at us going wide into Strubben for turn 5, keeping on with Jake Dixon. Pretty much not quite identical. I think his was a bit more egregious going deep into the 5th corner. I was not too bad, and I was able to pull it back in. Now, I do have another video coming out very soon here in Assen. I'm trying to beat a couple of the aces who have taken the top spot in Moto 3. So stick around if you want to see that one, because that will be coming this week. Now, I should be able to do videos every day this week as always, but I will be in Donington Park for the World Superbike round. I'm going to be working with BMW again in the trailer, promoting Ride 4 and even showing you guys how to get the best out of the bikes, or specifically the BMW M1000RR within Ride 4. And of course, Ride 5 rapidly approaching. A new gameplay trailer dropped a few days ago. I think it was on Instagram I seen it. I'm feeling positive about Ride 5. I had a little game on Ride 4 a moment ago, as I almost said it again, and it felt good. It felt nice to be back on Ride 4, but my affiliation purely lies with MotoGP 23 at the moment. I do appreciate there's people who want to see more TT Isle of Man 3. I'll see what I can do, but I'm trying to balance out the skills, because the more you move on to a different game, the more you seem to forget when you come back to the other one. So, coming out to Harbock and then into Magic for turn 2. We're looking pretty good on this lap. I'm not going to go back into power setting 3. Maybe we can do for the final lap. But for the time being, I'm quite content with running in this pace as we go deep into the brakes for Strubben for turn 5. Now, top 3, it just caught my attention there. Philip Salach has now risen to 3rd place. Pedro Costa down there in 2nd. 3.3 seconds. Now, the difficulty for this video is actually 120%. So, of course, it is the maximum here in MotoGP 23. But I noticed that in MotoGP, and it does seem to be in Moto 2, the AI really struggle here in Assen, which is most egregious. Devastating, to be quite honest with you, because the races I've had in the past here in Assen have been legendary, from MotoGP 21 to MotoGP 22 as well. If we're not going to get those races in this, I'm going to be very disappointed. I recorded a couple more videos today and a few days ago in career mode. Just finished Le Mans, so expect to see a Le Mans Grand Prix this week as well. That was wild. Absolutely fantastic race. Not quite as intense as it was in the Circuit of the Americas. If you've been following my career mode, then I say thank you. But if you haven't, definitely check it out, because it's been very, very interesting. I'm using my usual commentary lines and everything else that you're familiar with at this stage. Shout out to the Aces, by the way, in the Discord server, having a chat about their favourite DrAce lines within the complimenting DrAce tab that, for record, I didn't actually make. And there were some good ones. Apparently I do say some lines quite often. Everyone's got to have some catchphrases somewhere, haven't they? So here is the final lap. Jake Dixon just 1 lap away from taking victory. His first ever in the World Championship. Didn't go the traditional route, did Jake Dixon. Didn't go to World Supersport, into World Superbike, and then across to MotoGP. Quite unique. From BSB, watching him there. In fact, it was a couple of years ago to the day when he got his Moto 2 win. It's when he got his first BSB victory, so a very special day for Jake Dixon. But we are back into power setting 3 for the final half of this lap. Do tend to struggle from Steckenval up into De Bolt. Going to see if we can get it right this time, but I can't guarantee my performance into the 9th corner here. Right on cue! Yep, went too wide. We were trending to go an improvement to 137, but that's not going to happen for this video. But guys, of course, if you are enjoying the video nonetheless, be sure to hit the subscribe button as we come across into the final part of the race. Myanmar, I can never say the name of that corner. I've tried, I heard it over the weekend, I still couldn't pronounce it properly, but into turn 14, then into the Ramchuk, and then finally for the GT chicane. That is going to be a Jake Dixon victory. Can't wait to do this again when we get the Moto 2 liveries updated. Of course, stay tuned I'll be sure to find out when that's going to happen. But across the line, victory for us. Shout out to Jake Dixon and shout out to the Aces for watching the video. And of course, hitting the like button as well. So guys, thanks for watching as always. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below on what you want to see next. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. It does help out the channel. And we're not that far away from 8,000 subscribers. So guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.